What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the TV Toycast YouTube channel. As today we are unboxing the Mattel WWE Elite Wrestlemania Pat McAfee figure. Not my typical figure, not normally the one I would go for, but man, I'm a big Pat McAfee fan since he's shown up in the WWE. I've just thought it's a fun figure to have and to get his first Elite. And I believe up until this point his only Elite. I had to get it. And of course, this is a Build-A-Figure. Comes with Nicholas. Everyone remembers Nicholas, former Raw Tag Team Champion. What a weird moment in time that was. Braun Strowman had a mystery partner. Who's it going to be? Oh, it could be anyone. It's Nicholas. Oh, okay. But definitely fun stuff, of course. We know this figure, the box has been through some, got a little bit beat up. That's all right. In the line here, really a who's who. A lot of big-time characters. John Cena, The Rock, Pat McAfee, and of course Trish Stratus, and Nicholas is the Build-A-Figure, which to me that's kind of a fun person to put in a Build-A-Figure wave, is someone who's, you're probably not going to get otherwise, right? So why not? Pat McAfee lived out his lifelong dream at WrestleMania 38, first defeating Austin Theory, then going toe-to-toe against Mr. McMahon before sharing a beverage with the Stunner Happy Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course, from Plum, Pennsylvania, 6'1", 233 pounds. The finisher, the punt kick, of course. Pat McAfee, former NFL player, obviously done great stuff on the commentary team for Monday Night Raw. Kind of a big name that we see all the time now, especially with the Netflix era. Still does stuff for the NFL, a lot of commentating and things like that. Has his own show, so very talented guy. And this packaging is so flimsy, you almost just destroy it pulling it out of here. That's all right. Getting rid of the box there. And we'll pull out the Build-A-Figure parts. We got the little torso. It is Elite style, which is kind of cool for young Nicholas. We also get the WrestleMania shirt, which actually this could work probably for a regular scale character. I don't know for sure. It may not fit on a regular character, but cool soft goods shirt. I am going to keep that. Kind of cool. Set those kind of off to the side here. And we're going to pull Pat out of the package here. We've got a couple of different hands. We've got a couple open hands, a couple of fists. So we kind of mix and match, see what we're feeling in that moment. Hopefully not a lot of twist ties on these things. So far, coming out, not too bad at all. So put this off to the side. And this heaping pile of trash that I need to be taking out soon. So we got Pat there. We got his necklace. The necklaces they put on these guys just don't always hit for me. I'm like, that's a little too big. So I'm going to put him right there. Soft goods tank top. I think he did just wear a plain black tank top, if I remember right. But yeah, that chain a little big there. We'll kind of set him off so we can get a nice view of him. But overall, a good figure. Again, I don't know about this head. What do you guys think? It's not bad. I don't know if it's perfect, though. It's okay. It's not bad. I don't know if I would say, like, right away, oh, that's Pat McAfee. You might say, oh, that's Christian. Oh, that's Chris Nowinski. I wouldn't say right away that's Pat McAfee, but it's not bad for this first go-round. I think he's had a basic or two, maybe. Usually with the announcer guys, they will give them a basic here or there. It seems as though they're kind of leery to give them anything more than that, which I think is unfortunate. I would like to have elite scale like Michael Cole figures and some of the other elite guys. I'm going to zoom in on them a little bit here, get a little bit better shot. Oh yeah, well maybe that was too much. You get the whole figure in the shot there. That's a little bit better right there. But I didn't end up zooming in that much after all. I have a new tripod, so the way my camera's set up, I can't really adjust it as well. I mean, I might be able to, but I don't want to take the chance of messing it up because I got it set up. I'm like, oh, perfect. So maybe we'll just leave it there instead of messing with stuff too much. But no, this is a great figure. And Pat McAfee, to me, has been a guy that's really done a lot of things during his time in the WWE, from having some matches, not a ton, but he's had a few matches. I know he even did some stuff in NXT back in the day, a few years ago, and he's done some stuff, of course, on the main roster. And of course, he's been amazing as a commentator. I really feel like he's been a guy that's lifted the program up a lot and really made it a lot more exciting. So we're going to kind of mess with the figure here a little bit. Of course, the head should be removable, so you could pop the gold chain off if you want to. And, of course, you can take off the tank top. Soft goods there. Easy enough. Very cool. So, again, it's not the most razzle-dazzle-y figure, but it's kind of what he was wearing, right? He was wearing basically some jeans or some black pants and a tank top. So, and he's out there, wrestling Austin Theory and then Vince. And Vince taking possibly the worst stunner in the history of the wrestling industry. But, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool figure. I don't hate this at all. So I do feel like he should have an open hand. I think that works a little bit better for this figure because if he wants to hold a microphone. In fact, I'm going to do both open hands. We're going to get crazy in here. And, I do think sometimes we get too many hands, but it is kind of cool to get the options. And that way you can kind of put in the version you want. Choose your own adventure, right? Some guys say that. Like Kyle, good friend of the show. And I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I'm going to put his chain back on. Because I think it does allow you to kind of make the figure what you want. Which I think is definitely a good thing. So we're going to put the tank top back on. I do like that they do the Velcro in the back. I know these, when they have just a slip-on style, oop, I'm bumping my camera, are incredibly difficult to put on sometimes because these just don't quite work any other way. But overall, I love the pinless joints here, the good articulation. Overall, this is an amazing figure. Pinless on the knees, too. And like I said, I feel like Mattel's pretty good if they feel like, this may be our only shot. Because let's be honest, Pat, who knows how long he'll be with WWE? Because I could see him here before too long jumping ship to the NFL full time. You never know. I don't want that to happen personally, but you never know. Stuff like that has happened before, where he did leave for a little bit and had to make some commitments there. So hopefully he still will always have a place in the WWE, but we'll see what happens. But overall, it's really fun getting him in the line. I know a few years ago we had a Rob Gronkowski Elite, which everyone kind of laughed at, but I think nowadays it would be kind of a fun one to get because it's like, wow, what are the chances to get Rob Gronkowski in the Mattel Elite line? His one and only figure, and it may be the only one they ever do. Who's to say? But this is another fun part of Elite Week. In fact, last week I got so sidetracked, I forgot to open trading cards. And, I felt bad, but I was a little bit distracted and kind of getting sick. I'm actually getting over it now. But I have a few sets of cards left, and so I'm going to open these up. And we're going to see what happens. Is this all I have? I think this is it. So today we're going to open up Dragonheart. Super wide cards. You guys ever see Dragonheart? I never saw it. So, no spoilers. Hopefully. So I think it came out like, 1993 or 94? Is this the movie where Sean Connery played a dragon? Like he was the voice of a dragon? If this is the one I'm thinking of, I remember the action figures, but, know nothing about it. But you remember that was kind of a common thing back then, like an action figure line for a movie would hit, and you would see all of it, but you never saw the movie, or maybe didn't see the movie. Oh, boy, look at these. Now, that's actually really cool. Look at that. Dragonheart. Very cool. Doesn't, just scenes from the movie. I mean, it looks cool. Know nothing about it. I mean, I'm not going to read the backs. It's just pictures at this point. Dude riding a horse next to a dragon. That's probably not the smartest move in the world. And a big dragon. Actually, pretty good little special effects for the mid-90s? Can't complain about that. These aren't, I don't know if I like cards when they're bigger than normal, though. I much prefer the standard issue because it's that's what I know, What are you going to do? Can't complain about everything. But overall, the cards are fun. I think I've got 3 packs left to unbox, so we'll get those. The next 3 should be good ones, too. One of them actually has a stick of gum. No, I will not eat the gum or chew the gum. That's disgusting. It's been in there for 20 years. That's just, no, absolutely not. Not going to happen. But Pat McAfee, cool figure. I highly recommend it. I hope he gets another Elite down the road. With him not being in the ring a ton, it might be hard for him to get a lot of Elites. But I'm glad we got this one, and that's why I encourage people, if you see an Elite figure, I'm going to get this piece of trash out of the way, an Elite figure that you want, I recommend picking it up because you never know. Just the other day, I saw, oh man, who was that? I saw Trick Williams. And I was like, oh, that's a cool figure. I'm a fan of his work in NXT. I've seen him wrestle a couple of times. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to grab it. Why not? It's only Elite. Maybe his only Elite ever. Who knows? I'm sure he'll get a bunch, but crazier things have happened, so I picked it up, and you know what? Glad I have it in the collection now. And it'll be unboxed on the channel at some point. It may take a while, but I'll eventually get to it. And that's what's fun about these, is getting these new figures, getting to unbox them, getting to see what they're all about, and eventually, taking the pictures and officially adding them to the collection. Because the Mattel Elite line is something to be seen at this point. So many figures, so many different characters, so many different iterations. And guys leaving the line, coming back to the line. Like just, I think about a week ago, they announced Demolition has re-signed. So I was like in the midst of tracking down some of the Legend Demolition figures that are like several $100s, and I was wanting to get them. But now they're coming back to the collection. And I'm like, well, heck yeah. So that's good news, right? Hacksaw Jim Duggan recently signed a Legends deal. Jesse Ventura signed a Legends deal. So I'm sure they'll all get figures before too long, and yes, they will definitely be unboxed right here on the YouTube channel, because that's what this is all about. It's a lot of fun. But that is all I got for this part of Elite Week. Of course, I hope you guys enjoyed the Goon last week. Make sure to check out my other unboxing videos. I've unboxed a lot of fun figures on the channel, like the Super 7 Ultimate Michelangelo. Check that out. The Fish Trooper, I unboxed that as well. A couple of G.I. Joe classifieds, like Big Boa. And who was the other guy I unboxed? Eel, the Cobra Eel. Check that one out as well. So many, I can't hardly keep up with them all. How about Radioactive Man from The Simpsons? Also unboxed him recently. So check all of those out in the archives. And make sure to check out the TV Toycast podcast every Thursday, where we have a different main event and talk all things toys, whether it's news, pickups, or anything like that in between. So check that out wherever you get your podcast. Thank you guys for checking out the TV Toycast YouTube channel. That is Pat McAfee. And we will see you in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.